Sheverachim gam yachad. Hine ma tohu manayim. Sheverachim gam yachad. Hine ma tohu manayim. Sheverachim gam yachad. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to the Reformed Temple of Forest Hills. I'm Rabbi Mark Kaiserman, and joining us this week, we're delighted to have as a guest cantor, while Cantor Pincus is on vacation, Cantor Kathy Barr joining us tonight. We're so grateful for her presence and joy into our service this evening. Tonight is our Shabbat, our end of the week and the beginning of the next, our turning over from lessons we've learned to lessons we will learn, a chance to find peace and reflection in our lives. Tonight, we come with many different emotions in our hearts. Some of us come in mourning. Some of us come in joy and celebration. Some of us come because this is the place we need to be at the end of the week. And as we come here, we share together as a community. And as a community tonight, we're especially delighted that tonight Queen Ariel Aetius will be celebrating her adult bat mitzvah during our service this evening. And we're going to hold off applause until it's the right time in the service for applause. And we're delighted that Queen Ariel will be sharing from the Torah and giving us some wisdom in the Devar Torah later on in this service. But to begin, we invite her up with her family, Queen Ariel, her mom Deborah, her sister Rachel, and her family friend Merrill, to join us on the Bima as we turn to the candle blessings, page 120 in our prayer books, using the page numbers in the brackets. We continue with the Kiddush on page 123. Please rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu V'Shabbat Kodsho, Be'ahava Uvratzon, Hinkilanu, Zikaron Lema'aseh V'Reishit, Kihu Yom Tequila, Lemikra'e Kodesh, Zeker Litziat Mitzrayim, Kivanu V'Acharta, Ve'otanu Kidashta Mikol Hamim V'Shabbat Kodshecha Be'ahava Uvratzon Hinkaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat L'chaim. Take a chance to wish Shabbat Shalom to someone around you. Shabbat Shalom. Please be seated. We read responsively in the middle of page 124 using the page numbers in the brackets. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block for young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. As we've begun now the month of Elul, meaning 1 month till Rosh Hashanah, that's much scarier for me than it is for you, we turn to the words of Song of Songs, Dodi Li, a reminder of this month of Elul, page 129. Dodi Li, Ba'ani lo haroeh, Bashoshanim, Dodi Li, Ba'ani lo haroeh, Bashoshanim, Yoda min hamidbar, min ha'olam, min zotola, min hamidbar, min zotola. Dodi li, ha'ani lo haroeh, bashoshanim. Dodi li, ha'ani lo haroeh, bashoshanim. Dodi li, va'ani lo haroeh, bashoshanim. Dodi li, va'ani lo haroeh, bashoshanim. We welcome in the Sabbath with the words of Lecha Dodi, page 138, doing verses 1, 2, 5, and then rising for verse 9. Lecha Dodi, Yalalala likrat kala, Yalalala penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nikabila. La 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 likrat kala, la 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 penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nikabila. Yalla lecha dodi, yalla likrat kala, yalla penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nikabila. Likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nelcha. Mekor habiraka merosh mikedem nesuka sof maaseh v'machshat hilah la 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 ya la la lecha dodi. Likrat Kala. Yalalai Pnei Shabbat. Pnei Shabbat Nekabila. Verse 5. Hitoreri, Hitoreri, Kivorech, Kumiori, Uri, Uri, Shirdaberi, Kevod Adonai, Alayik Nigla, Yalalai, 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 Lekadudi, Yalalai, Likrat Kala, Yalalai, Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabila. Please rise. Boi v'shalom, Ateret bala, Gam b'simcha, Uv'sohola, Toch emunei, Am segula, Boi kala, Boi kala, Yalalai, 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 Lekadudi, Yalalai, Likrat Kala, Yalalai, Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat Nekabila. Yalalai, Likrat Kala, Yalalai, Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat Nekabila. We turn to the Baruch Hu on page 146.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam vaed.
Page 149. We read together. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to affinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravi.
Ahavat
Olam, Beit Yisrael, Anu Nerhavta, Amcha Ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu lemadita, Otanu lemadita. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu v'shokbeinu, Zkurenu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, le'orech yameinu, uvahem negeh yomam v'layla, negeh yomam v'layla.
ואהבתך אל תסיק ממנו לעולם
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kivod Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Leolam Vaed. Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך.
והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם Adonai Elohechem Emet. We read together on page 155. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Mi Chamocha, page 158.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא דילות אוסף אלה, נורא דילות אוסף אלה, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מלכותך ראו בניך, פוקע ים לפני משה ומרים. זה אלינו ויאמרו, זה אלינו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני,
מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. A song for Shabbat, page 162, Vishamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת וביום השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We continue with the Tefillah prayers beginning on page 164 and using the even-numbered pages only. Please rise.
Adonai tefatai tiftach ufi yagidei latecha Adonai tefatai tiftach ufi yagidei latecha Oh God, open up my lips as I begin to pray. Oh God, open up my lips as I begin to pray. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagidei latecha Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagidei latecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor VaHanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'konei HaKol V'zocher chasdei avot v'imahot U'mevii geula livnei bneihem Leman shemo be'ahava Melech Ozer Moshiach Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai Mikayeh HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Morid Hatal Mekalkel Chaim Bechesed Mikayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somek Noflim Verofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Together, you are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated. Together on page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat. In a world much in need of healing, healing of body and soul, of mind, of country, we turn now to the words of Shalom Rav, page 178, and offer our heartfelt prayers of peace and healing.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. We continue with our own private prayers.
שאלתי מאת אדוני אותה אבקש. אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני אותה אבקש. כזאת בנועם, בנועם ולבקר, בהר חלום. אחת שאלתי בעת אדוני, אותה ואבקש. אחת שאלתי בעת אדוני, אותה אבקש.
In Talmudic times, they didn't have a bar or bat mitzvah. When you turned 12 as a girl or 13 as a boy, you were a Jewish adult. And if you were a boy, you were allowed to start doing certain prayers that you weren't allowed to do. And for both, you were allowed now to get married. So for all those 12 and 13-year-olds, somewhat shocking today. But over time, celebration was added to those boys now being able to do certain prayers in the synagogue. And just a little over 100 years ago, those prayers were added for girls too. And today we celebrate that journey from childhood to adulthood. But some people miss that opportunity when they're a teenager for all sorts of reasons. And it's an opportunity to make it up as an adult, to find that chance, do that celebration of who they are and all the blessings they offer to the world. And so tonight we offer an adult bat mitzvah and help Queen Ariel celebrate her growth and her path on Jewish life. And so we invite up to the bima Queen Ariel Aetius and her mother, Deborah Epstein Aetius, and her sister, Rachel. Page 364 in your prayer books. Please rise.
כי מציון תצא תורה, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני בירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה, תורה, ברוך
seated. This week's Torah portion is Shoftim, as we continue our journey through Deuteronomy, heading towards Simchat Torah, when we will finish reading the book of Deuteronomy. This is a portion that has a variety of different things, as all the portions in the middle of Deuteronomy do. They hit a variety of subjects, but the opening comes from its words Shoftim, meaning judges, where it speaks about how laws should be enacted and how they should be judged in Israel. Queen Ariel will be reading from Deuteronomy chapter 16, beginning in verse 18, the beginning of the portion. It's in the Plaut Torah commentaries on page 1294. Ta'amod Ariel Hiela Miriam bat Danielu Devora Habachora Habat Mitzvah. We call to read from the Torah as a bat mitzvah, Queen Ariel Aetius. Come on up here.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Take the God. Okay. Go ahead, you can do it.
Shofetim v'shoterim titain lecha bechol she'erayich asher Adonai Elohecha noten lach lishvatecha v'shafatu et ha'am mishpat sedek lo tateh mishpat lo takir panim v'lo tikach shochad ki hashochad ya'aver enei chachamim v'salef divrei sadikim. Sedek, Sedek, Tirdov, Leman, Techiyeh, Veyarashta, Et Haaretz, Asher Adonai, Elohecha, Noten Lach.
Yes, your cock, you did it. Now you're going to do the blessing after Baruch Atah Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata betuchenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. And we offer a blessing of celebration for this moment and this time, the Shehekianu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehekianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Blessed are you, God, who helped us along life's most interesting journeys, that we could stand here today in celebration and joy. Amen.
Amen.
Simmen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simmen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simmen tov and mazel tov and simmen tov. Hey lanu, simmen lanu, hey lanu, ulechol Yisrael. Hey lanu, ulechol Yisrael. Hey lanu, ulechol Yisrael. Hey lanu, ulechol Yisrael.
Mazel tov. With the Torah out in front of us, we offer a special blessing of healing and hope for all those who are sick or ill, all those we need to bring our strength and our love to. As a congregation, we're especially thinking of Elaine Wall, Joan Lipton, Arlene Green, Roberta Traeger, Jody Ann Herman, Rochelle Weinberg, Don Levy, Larry Bloom, Arnold Gilbert, Barbara Gilbert, Jane Levy, Brenda Levinson, Debbie Ball, Renee Weisbaum, Bob Rosenblatt, Samuel Pokart, Fran Herman, Asher Silverman, June Hassan, Jim Settles, and Brianna. If there's someone you're thinking of, we invite you to share their name with us out loud here in the congregation or to add it to the chat on the live stream.
Lizzie Barr.
My father,
With all those names in our hearts, we share together in a Mishaberach. The words are not in your prayer book, but join in with them as your heart allows.
Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Limotenu. Source of strength, give us courage to make our lives a blessing. Refuah Shlema, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah, comfort, healing, body, spirit, refuah, shlema, and let us say Amen.
Amen. As we lift and dress the Torah, please rise.
V'zot haTorah aser Moshe lifnei Adonai beyad Moshe.
V'zot haTorah
Asher sham Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael. Al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la.
Please be seated. We continue in our prayer books on page 375. Okay, come right here.
when Torah entered the world, freedom entered it. The whole Torah exists only to establish peace, and its highest teaching is love and kindness. What is hateful to you, do not do to any person. That is the whole Torah. All the rest is commentary. Go and learn it. Those who study Torah are the true guardians of civilization. Honoring one another, doing acts of kindness, and making peace, these are our highest duties. But the study of Torah is equal to them all because it leads to them all. Let us learn in order to teach. Let us learn in order to do.
We return the Torah to the Ark on page 374, the facing page, and we invite Helene Diamond and Mark Levy to join us on the Bima. Please rise.
Etz Chaim hi lamachazim ba utomachea meushal derachei darchei noam noam v'chol netivotea Shalom, Hashivenu,
seated.
My Torah portion is Shoftim from the book of Deuteronomy. In the beginning of the portion, it tells us about laws and about how we should treat other people and relate to each other. When the Israelites established their Jewish community, the portion says to govern the people with justice. Some examples of leading with justice would include: don't gossip, don't be mean, don't be selfish, and to remember that we're all human and just trying to get by each day. This Torah portion tells us, Sedek, Sedek, Tirdov, justice, justice shall you pursue. We should live a life full of justice. You might know the word Sedek from Tzedakah, which is giving charity. If you give Tzedakah, you might be giving money to support someone. For example, giving someone money or food if someone is hungry is great. However, this is just a one-time thing. Giving them justice might be helping them find the regular food pantry, or helping them get medical assistance, or supporting them in accessing resources to find a home or job. Some of the commentators ask, why does it say justice twice? Maybe it's to acknowledge all those who don't have justice yet. The Torah is really making sure you're paying attention. Maybe there is more than just one kind of justice. For example, social justice and moral justice. Some rabbis say it is justice for ourselves and justice for other people. You need to make sure there is justice for yourself and that there is justice for everyone. I make sure that I have justice by speaking up. I make sure to remind people that they are dealing with a real human being and not a piece of paper. I remind people of my name and who I am. If someone is not treating me well, I open my mouth. I make sure there is justice for other people by helping people who need support. I don't just watch them. You shouldn't be a bystander when you see someone in trouble. You don't know what another person is going through. We need to get into the world of another to really understand them. I remember the words elsewhere in the Torah, Ve'ahavta le'recha kamoka, love your neighbor as yourself. We need to remember we are all neighbors, sharing the same earth together. We should treat everyone as our neighbor. We can use Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's motto, whatever you choose to do, leave tracks. That means don't do it just for yourself. You will want to leave the world a little better for your having lived. Rabbi Mark and Cantor Emily, thank you so very much for your commitment and dedication to people, to Judaism, and for supporting me in getting to this special day. I really appreciate both of you. You're fabulous human beings. Cantor Bar, thank you for being here today with me. Lenox Hill team, Allah, Dr. Azar, Dr. Yafi, Rabbi Simcha, and Cantor, thank you so much for caring and for the difference you have made in my life and my family's life and in other people's lives. I really appreciate all of you. Therapist, Margaret, thank you for caring and for your commitment to me and other humans. I really appreciate it. Laura, thank you so much for who you are for me and for the commitment you have to me and other humans. You're an amazing human being. Beautiful Joyce, thank you for your commitment, who you are for me, for always supporting me when I need it, for who you are for the community and helping me strive. I love you. Larry and Jen, thank you for the difference you make in this world and in my world, and for being fabulous human beings and for striving for people to have a great life. I really appreciate both of you. To my mom and sister, thank you for always being there for me and for never giving up on me and for helping me shoot for the stars. I love you both very much. You guys are my rock. To all of my friends and family who are here in person and on the live stream, and to everyone at RTFH, I just want to thank you very much for taking the time out to spend this very special day with me. Shabbat Shalom.
So, Queen Ariel, the Book of Psalms teaches us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Most commonly, that phrase is understood as recognizing our time on earth is limited and mysterious. But numbering our days also applies to you and your preparations for your bat mitzvah as you had a countdown numbering every day to add to the joy and excitement of preparing for tonight. And now the number is 0, because here it is, your bat mitzvah.
True.
Becoming a bat mitzvah is not a requirement, it's a goal, one that you took very seriously.
Yes.
You studied both Cantor Pincus and with me, learning Hebrew, exploring the Torah, writing your beautiful Devar Torah, and adding to the joy of studying by including family and friends, acquiring a beautiful talit to wrap yourself in the commandments of Judaism, and creating a moment of celebration for your family and for all of us here at RTFH. In this week's Torah portion, we have that famous line, Tzedek, Tzedek Tirdof, justice, justice shall you pursue. And what a fitting line it was to be in your Torah portion, what we discovered as we studied together. As you taught us, the word justice is doubled, emphasizing the importance of how justice should be played out in our life, not rushing to judgment and not ignoring opportunities for justice. Queen Ariel, this is the perfect Torah portion, fate for you, because you bring justice into the world in the ways you look out for others and speak up for those in need and share comfort for those in pain. In this way, you bring tzedek into our lives. But you also represent tzedek in that second use, because you bring justice to yourself. You bring yourself into all you do. You don't let people marginalize you or diminish your spark of life. Today, you represented your Jewish soul by sharing, caring, loving, energetic, authentic heart with us all. Keep bringing tzedek into the world around you. Keep bringing tzedek into your own self by being a voice of compassion, vibrancy, and truth. We all wish Mazel Tov to you, to your family, and to the whole world for your bat mitzvah, celebrating the best that each of us can strive to be. It's now Cantor Bar and my honor to share with you a special blessing from the Book of Numbers to recognize your journey and the adventures ahead as we celebrate this special day. Please rise. Okay, come with me to the ark.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and take care of you.
Ya'er panav elecha
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha.
v'chuneka.
May the light that shines from your soul always be one that shines on all of us and brings us comfort and peace.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom, shalom.
May you feel the strength of the divine around you. May you see it in the loving eyes of your friends and family. May you feel it in a community that you inspire. And may you recognize it most in your own soul, that you have the power of shalom in you, the power of wholeness, of peace, of love. May that always be a blessing that you bring into your own life and into the world. And together we say, Amen. Okay, we're going to close the ark. Please be seated. And a night with a beautiful simcha, we share our simchas. If something good has happened to you or your family in recent days or in the days ahead, we invite you to raise your hand as I come to you. Tell us your name and what good thing is happening in your world. I'm going to start over on this side.
Scott, and next Friday will be the first day of the fall semester, which means next Saturday, unfortunately, I'll be back to work on Saturdays, and I'll be missing Torah study a great deal. Thank you, Rabbi, for the teaching.
My name is Alan Gordon. Last week, we took my 87-year-old mother from Princeton to Northwest Connecticut to hear my brother play with a string quartet, and it was a wonderful time.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I want to say Mazel Tov to Queen Ariel. One thing that makes me relate to Tzedek is in my Torah portion from Leviticus, it talked about a holiday, Yom Kippur, Yom HaKippurim, which, and when I think of caring, often I think of ways to care, like forgiveness, because when we do things wrong, there's always a way for us to do better.
My name is Tom Caswell. I just have two siblings this week. First, my in-laws are visiting. My father-in-law is here, and my mother-in-law is at home with my wife. And the second is our daughter was born on Sunday.
Here? Anyone over here?
Devorah, my Ariel just got bat mitzvah.
We hold on to the blessings of each other. When our world can be dark, it's the light that others bring in that helps bring us back to peace and hope, and we bring our light to help those in pain and need at other times. We now move to the concluding blessings of our service, beginning with the Aleinu on page, I never remember it, 586 in the middle of the page. I still know the Gates of Prayer one better. And we invite to join us on the bima Liz Fisher and Alan Gordon. Please rise. So we're doing this one. Okay. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו echad. Please be seated. We remember now people we miss so very much, friends and family who have passed from this earth, but whose love and light still fills our souls. This week marks the yahrzeit, the anniversary of the passing of Milton H. Brigida, Samuel Blidner, Mabel Blum, Philip Borabek, Yvette Brody, Harry Buchansky, Anna Cantor, Meyer Cohen, Sarah Cohen, Miriam Diamond, Alexander Dolinger, Myron Joseph Eisman, Elizabeth Fried, Sidney Friedlander, Max Geller, Jeffrey Gilbard, Alvin Goldberg, Betty Sheila Goods, Louis Gordon, Matilda Graber, Isaac Greenstein, Mark Harris, Sarah Himmelstein, Samuel Klein, Celia Kraut, Clara Levy, Margaret Litzenthal, Erica Catherine Look, William A. Marks, Joseph Needleman, Julian Ostro, Sally Rapps, Minnie Rochkin, Eliza Rosen, Robert Schwartz, Mary Schwartz, Samuel Sherman, Doris Siegel, Robert Simon, Ruth Simon, Louis Salo, Eloise Summers, Bruce Sternberg, Elaine Tobias, Bernard Weisfeld, Renee Wexler, David Wisner, Asher Zafran Bernard Zweifatch. And we note in deep sadness those who have passed away in recent days. Lindsay Brophy, niece of Monty Silberger, Frances Faye Gregg, wife of Howard Gregg, mother of our member Susan Gregg, Joan Conlon Glatt, friend of Arlene Green, and Cantor Philip Sherman, a well-known Moyle in the New York City area. If you're remembering someone in particular, we invite you to add their name out loud here in our congregation or to the chat on the live stream. For all those we miss today and every day, we join in the mourner's Kaddish on page 598. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chorutei v'yamlik malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomechon, u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, b'agalav v'zman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mivarak ve'olam amei almaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudishah b'rechu. Le'ela min kol birkata v'shirata. Tushbekata v'nechamata. Damiran be'alma v'yamru amen. Yehei shlama rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yamru, amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to every broken heart, and let us say, amen.
Our closing song, Adon
No,
Lalam.
not yet. Okay.
Nope.
So
Okay.
please be seated.
Announcements.
With some welcome on behalf of our congregation, we invite up our temple president, Seth Diamond. Do you want to do the presidents first? Yeah, let's do the presidents first. And Queen Ariel, come back up here.
Queen Ariel, on behalf of the entire congregation, I want to congratulate you on your bar mitzvah and the lovely job you did this evening. I know you worked very closely with Rabbi and Cantor to get here, and that hard work came through in your efforts. Mazel tov also to your parents, Devorah and Daniel, and to your sister, Rachel. A B'nai Mitzvah is always a family effort, I know. Our congregation would love to give you some gifts to celebrate your accomplishments. From our Women's Connection, we have a Kiddush cup to celebrate Shabbat. We also have a couple of books from Rabbi and Cantor to help you continue to study Judaism. There's a book of Jewish poetry to inspire your soul. We have a book on the doorposts of the house to help you live your Judaism every day, and a Tanakh, a Jewish Bible, to conclude your studies.
Yes.
To continue your studies, not conclude. I guess that's not the right message at this point. And to commemorate, we have this special certificate signed by Rabbi Kaiserman, Cantor Pickus, Cantor Bar, and me. Mazel tov.
This is great.
Well, you did a wonderful job. We're all very proud of you. You want to take these? You want us to hold them?
We'll take them down.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shabbat shalom to everyone. And thank you, Rabbi and Cantor Bar, for leading us in a joyous service. And thank you to Joe and Mark for always having the right rhythm for this Shabbat evening. Mazel tov again to Queen Ariel and your family. And the oneg this evening is in your honor. The oneg is also in honor of the birthday of my brother-in-law, Mark Levy, who is with us tonight, and Helene and I are proud to have sponsored it in his honor, too. As the rabbi mentioned, Rosh Hashanah is, I dare say, 4 weeks from tonight. And if you wanted to start the year off right, you can do so by being a holiday usher. We need your service, and for details on how you can sign up, you can go to the e-blast. And for Rosh Hashanah, our Women's Connection is continuing our tradition of sending a New Year's card to our entire temple family. You can have your name listed as one wishing our community all the best in the year ahead, and details on how to do that can also be found in the e-blast. And finally, a few minutes ago, we recalled those very dear to us who are no longer with us. And I came across something from Senator Cory Booker that I think expresses a way to think about their lives and their memories. Senator Booker writes, "A friend once told me the stars we see in the night are light years away, literally trillions of miles. In fact, some of the stars are dead and gone, yet we still see the light long after it's gone as the light continues to travel through space, flowing outward forever. Well, those stars have burned out. Their light has traveled for years to reach our eyes. To us, they still shine. They may be dead and gone, but the energy, the light, and the warmth it gave off while living are still eternal. Stars die, but their light goes on forever." Whoever you are thinking of, know their light goes on forever. Shabbat Shalom.
Following services, we invite everyone to return your prayer books to the table in the lobby and then join us for a delicious oneg in the ballroom. You'll note there is an extra selection of gluten and dairy-free treats tonight to help Queen Ariel be able to celebrate most fully. And we invite her to join me at the challah, which is a gluten-free challah tonight up here in the front, although there's a regular challah, a glutinous challah in the ballroom if you want. Yes, they can. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon.
Our closing song is Adon Olam on page 625.
Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'eit Nasa V'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Me'acharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh Vehu Yiyeh V'tifara Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'et Nasa V'chefso Kol Zay Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh Vehu Yiyeh V'tifara Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'et Nasa V'chefso Kol Zay Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh B'tifara, Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh B'tifara. Vehu Echad Ve'en Sheni Ira, Beli Reshit, Beli Taklit, Velo Ha'oz, Ve'am Yisrael, Vehu Eli, Vechai Goali, Vetzor Chevli, Be'et Sarah, Vehu Nisi, Umanos Li, Menat Kosi, Beyom Ekra. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Le'et Nasa V'Chefso Kol Zay Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kitlot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Oveh Ve'hu Yiyeh B'Tifara Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Le'et Nasa V'Chefso Kol Zay Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kitlot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Oveh B'Tifara Ve'hu haya ve'hu oveh b'tifara Be'yado Afkid ruchi Beit Ishan Ve'a'ira Be'im ruchi Geviati Adonai li Velo Ira Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Le'et Nasa V'Chefso Kol Zay Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kitlot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Oveh Ve'hu Yiyeh B'Tifara Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Le'et Nasa V'Chefso Kol Zay Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kitlot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Oveh B'Tifara Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Oveh B'Tifara. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.